Sacramento Kings forward Harrison Barnes is being recognized as a top social justice champion in the NBA for his passion and dedication to the community off the court. I had the chance to talk to him about being one of 5 players being called out for his inspirational work promoting voter rights, systemic racism, and investing in Black youth.
So Harrison, congratulations on being named a finalist for this inaugural Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. How does it feel to be one of the finalists?
It means a lot. Kareem, he's a guy who I have tremendous respect for. The other finalists, I know their work off the floor, and those guys are, amazing. So, just to even be in the conversation is humbling.
Well, talk a little bit about your work in the social justice space. I know you're very passionate about it, and you've been using your platform, especially in this past year, to try and affect some change. So talk about your motivation and why you really have put yourself and lined yourself up with these causes.
Well, first, I think it starts with, recognizing the platform, that, basketball, gives me, to be able to play in the NBA, a sport that's so popular, and to be able to talk about things that are affecting our communities, things, in the education space, whether it's financial literacy with Goal Setter, whether it's, the conversations they do on Instagram with just different people from different industries, whether it's promoting voting, not only during, presidential elections, but in, other elections, after that, all these little things, I try to do to just use my platform to bring awareness.
Can you talk about some of the examples, or give me some examples, I should say, of what you've done during the elections with voter registration and talking about voter rights, as well as just, supporting and promoting how important education is in the community, especially here in Sacramento?
Yeah, I think with voting, I've been working with, When We All Vote for a good while, and, just constantly, whether it's education, whether it's posting polling locations, information that you need for voter registration, Be Woke and Vote, Deion Taylor's group, just working with them, actually on poll day with Bobby Jackson, going out, and encouraging people at the polls, kind of, encouraging them to stay in line and make sure their voice is heard. Those are just 2 examples, but just in general, it's constantly evolving. It's constantly educating yourself about what's going on, not only in terms of voting, but in terms of the legislation that's going in to suppress votes.
Why do you think it is important for the NBA to be able to recognize the social justice efforts?
To continue to carry the momentum. I think that's one of the biggest things. Kareem was a guy who took a stand at a time when it wasn't popular for people to be outspoken and talk about issues that were going on in society, in a basketball setting. So with where we are now with, so many other people like Kareem who have made it possible for us to use this platform to talk about these issues, it's continuing to pass the ball down, and have younger players that are coming up, feel confident that they can talk about things that they see and bring awareness.
Do you feel supported by the NBA in terms of the things you're doing off of the court when it comes to social justice?
Yeah, I think there's a large effort of the NBA and teams to really educate themselves, really understand what's the best way to affect change, and really kind of understanding the fact that a lot of our league, majority of our league, comes from these communities where these issues are plaguing our community, whether it's mental health, whether it's education, whether it's mass incarceration, whether it's voting, whatever it may be. And, for the league to be able to get behind those efforts is big.
And this past year, we all know, was very unique for everyone, players in the NBA included. And with the NBA restart, you did something a little bit special with each game that you dedicated. You also donated money to some worthy causes. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, so on the back of my jersey, I had Say Their Names, and what my wife and I, we tried to do was find organizations of families that were doing good work, starting foundations, starting groups based on the fact that they lost a loved one because of police brutality. And a lot of times people, they have a hashtag, they have a lot of attention, and then that kind of goes away, but the family still has to deal with not only that heartache, but the work that has to be done. So, we just want to try to highlight just a few of so many organizations that were doing that work.
Are you familiar with some of the other guys and what their platforms have been when it comes to social justice?
Yeah, I mean, looking at Mello, Tobias, Drew, Juan. I mean, all those guys, have done things differently, but they've been extremely outspoken. They committed their resources to these efforts. They committed their time. Really, I mean, they've done tremendous work. So, like I said, I mean, even for me to just be in a conversation with these guys who I've seen their work and been moved by it, it's just, like I said, humbling.
And our hat goes off to Harrison, doing so much in the community. Now, the winner of the inaugural NBA Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. He's one of 5. It's going to be announced prior to Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals next week on Tuesday, June 29th. He's already a winner in our hearts, though.